Oh, there's a window of opportunity, but the board is in disarray. Fractal has to complete the chase down. Oh, Myles is stacking up really high. Can he dig out of this? It's right before transition. Less than 10,000 points remain. Are you freaking kidding me? Alex T! Here on level 18, we have a couple of misdrops from Hana. Alex T is in a great position, but now we focus on Hana trying to downstack. The board is about 2/3 up the height, so not necessarily comfortable, especially when you consider that Hana is currently using DAS. However, it seems like the pieces are somewhat cooperative for the time being. That TP is going to have to go down flat. Not really too much that can be done with that there. And now more holes are being generated. The stack is getting higher and higher. Hana is now reaching towards the top, uses the S piece to burn a double. Is going to go ahead and use the L to burn down as well. Needs to get a piece over, just barely hits the pole vault. Another pole vault to secure that J piece, getting over to the left-hand side. I piece is going to burn a triple, and another I piece for a double. And this is actually going to allow Hana to be in a much safer position. What a clutch down stack, but hold on, it's not quite over yet. As a matter of fact, that S is going to complicate things, but I piece going to open up that nice quick tap, and perfect pieces. Hana, staying alive here in game number 2, is going to complete the down stack, open up the well, and is ready for a Tetris. Oscar, already running into some trouble, misses the S-spin. Should be able to get the well open up soon enough, but the pieces aren't necessarily cooperative. Those O pieces aren't great, just having to throw them over to the left-hand side. And Oscar, can't get that O all the way over. And now these pieces, these are terrible. Oscar now having to do some maneuvering, but luckily that piece finds a nice location over there to the left. Covers up the hole temporarily, but is able to get those J pieces crucially over to the left-hand side. Nice flat burns over here from Oscar, just trying to keep the board alive. It is level 18, beginning of the match. And Oscar is slowly but surely down stacking, looking for an opportunity to open up the well and score his first Tetris of the game. And those pieces look like they're going to be just perfect. A couple more burns. Well is now open. And there it is, Tetris for Oscar, surviving an early mishap here on level 18. Here it is, game number 2 between Myles and Sharky. Myles with the well open, able to get oh no, the L piece doesn't make it all the way over to the left. Now he's going to be looking for an I piece to fill in the dependency. The board is getting up high. He needs something. Myles gets the I piece all the way over, makes a small adjustment, able to open up the well, and looking for a long bar, scores the Tetris, surviving effortlessly like nothing ever happened. Game number 2 between Myles and Alex T. Here we are on level 33, E58 to now D49, and Alex T getting hit with a minor O burst. Now going to be forced to do some burning. Great skim, followed by another skim, followed by an excellent double. The well is kept open, and a Tetris will be scored, and the double to clean things up. What masterful play over there from Alex T. Myles almost up by 100,000 points. Sharky is Tetris ready, holding out for the long bar, and a couple of misdrops, getting up really high, and just narrowly gets the S piece over, knocks down a Tetris, but now has a massive obstacle to maneuver around. Gets the T piece over to the left, able to burn a single, followed up by a double, another skim single, and it's gonna allow for the bits to be executed. Board is almost brought down back to the bottom, and that I triple is gonna do it. Sharky keeps hope alive and survives to live a little bit longer here in game number 1. Scuti now set up for a dirty Tetris, but a couple of O's are going to prevent him from scoring. And now up 2/3 of the board, Scuti is going to have to downstack this. Able to get the I piece over to the right. It's going to burn a single. More burns are being executed. There's a double. And nice. Scuti able to get that J piece over there to the left. Very crucial. Still keeping hope alive and holding on to the lead up against Oscar. Looking to open up this well. That L piece is going to open up the well. Waiting for the long bar. And a dirty Tetris will be scored. Scuti maintains a 100,000 point lead up against Oscar here in game number 2. Game number 3 between Myles and Alex T, and we're closing in on the transition. Myles having to do a little bit of burning, but it's no big deal. But those S's and Z's are the worst possible pieces. Finds a way to make the burns, keeping the well open. Only 2 lines to go left before transition. Another untimely S. A hole is going to be forced. Myles now up towards the top. That's going to force some burns. Goes to level 19, opens up the well, and clutches out a Tetris just barely. and is going to be able to bring this into a much more workable position as he looks to stay alive here in the setup against Alex T. We're closing in on the level 19 transition. Alex T now 2 lines away, make that 1 line away from that following that burn. He's holding out for this long bar, but not gonna find it, run into a small drought, keeping the well open. Alex T continuing to hold out, refusing to burn. Does get the Tetris, but not before having to dump a square over there to the right hand or to the left hand side, and now hangs a T-piece on the right hand side. Able to take a couple of burns, opens up the well. This might be a Hail Mary, looking for the eyepiece, finds one, would love another one to bring the stack down, and finds another. Alex T at the verge of topping out, keeps hope alive here, and is gonna keep Myles at bay just a little while longer here in game number 4. Game 3 here in Kill Screen, Blue Scuti versus Fractal. Blue Scuti is in the lead by 100,000 points, set up for a dirty Tetris, but is now running into a drought, trying to keep the well open, holding out for the long bar. Long bar doesn't come, able to hit the crucial 5-tap to the left, but the long bar is still nowhere to be found. Where's the long bar for Blue Scuti? Can't slide it underneath. D51 is the score that Fractal needs to get. He's at C94, so has just under 60,000 points left to get. Right now he's setting up for the Tetris. Now it looks like he's running into some trouble. Able to get a piece over to the left, holding up in the long bar. Needs this long bar, burns a double, and follows it up with a Tetris. D47, D48, looking for a couple more burns. D50, D51, and that's gonna be good. Fractal clutches out game number 3, going to match point. We are closing in on the level 29, 834 for Blue Scuti, 980 for Oscar. Blue Scuti now looking to get Tetris ready, but cannot get that S-piece all the way over. Another misshot for Blue Scuti, and now the well has been completely shut off. Oscar now at 815, closes the gap to under a Tetris. Blue Scuti with only 2 lines to go, hits the T-spin, but goes into 29 at blistering speed. 842 for Blue Scuti. Oscar also goes into 29, unable to find that next Tetris. Both players fighting for survival. Blue Scuti holding on for dear life, getting a couple more burns. Oscar at this point needs one more Tetris as Blue Scuti hangs eyepiece to the left, but Oscar's in trouble and can't get the piece over to the left, and he's gonna also top out. Blue Scuti, in a shocking turn of events, stays alive here in the tournament and advances to round 2. Game number 4, Myles currently in the lead, C12 to now B62. Alex T 1 game away from advancing to the finals. Myles needs 1 game to bring this to a decider. Alex T is set up for the Tetris, holding up for the long bar, but it has to cover up the well. Reopens it, waiting for the long bar. Things are starting to complicate for Myles. Can't get pieces over to the left. Alex T's on the verge of topping out, clutches out a Tetris. However, the board is in disarray. Myles is trying to get a couple more lines, doing what he can. Alex T is at C18. Myles is at C30. Myles tops out at C30. Alex T needs to somehow get 9,000 more points. He's making headway though. C24, C27, a couple more thousand points. C29, C30, and that's gonna be good. Alex T clutches it up at the top of the board. 10,000 points out of nowhere. Alex T advances to the finals. Hello everyone, I'm your underwater host Sharky, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. Now if you're sticking around, real quick, I want to ask you guys to go ahead and leave your comments down below about what you thought about this. It's kind of the first time that I've really edited something like this, and also it's kind of the first time that we've done something like this on the Classic Tetris channel. So if you want to see more content like this, then be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Of course, I want to hear, what do you think about these top 10 plays? And did my ranking match yours? If not, let me know down in the comments. Anyways, I want to also remind you, stay tuned this week because the Genesis X2 Open Tournament will be starting uploads this week. There's one more highlight that I got to present to you guys. Might be a little bit biased, but anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, leave a like if you liked the video. Comment down, what was your favorite play? Me, it has to be that ending between Myles and Alex T. Of course, feedback would be appreciated, but yeah. Anyways, I'm your favorite underwater host Sharky, and I'll see you in the next video here on Ctwc.